All right.
I'm right here, Mom.
I know. Okay, we're live. Okay. I'm not sure if anyone's here yet, but if you are and you could leave a message in the chat just saying that you can hear me all right, I would be really grateful, just making sure everything's configured right. Perfect. Thank you so much, Micro Farmer. Hey, Black's Tropical Homestead. How you doing? See, I know my little sister Nikki is watching. She's actually, her craft today is she is carving a pumpkin, but not just any carving of a pumpkin. She is putting Fiona the hippo on it. More talent than I have. I try to create any kind of pumpkin of any sort, and I just completely nope. Yes, Nicole, hippos are so cute. Hey, your T.O. is on too.
It's Tia.
T.O. Luis.
I remember him now.
You know, if she was within the radius of her actually being here, I'm sure she would love to come on. She's about 1,000 miles away from me, and I don't think I can kidnap her. My parents might be a little angry if she misses school, so she's kind of stuck in Ohio. So, my project today, so I'm not like awkwardly staring at the camera. I actually have I have 5 junior does in here, including Sadie. And I'm just getting I'm getting weights. I'm starting to set them up, looking for show prospects and all of that. And probably towards the end of the night, I am going to tattoo their ears. Whether I do that on live or not, I'm not sure if people are squeamish about that, so I might hold off on the live doing that. But I'll definitely show you like my equipment. I have some really cool equipment. Yeah, she is Black Tropical Homestead. She is pretty far away. It kind of sucks, but it is really nice when she actually gets a chance to like come out here and see me. Oh yeah, so all of my rabbits I have in here are my mini Rexes, and my mini Rexes I mostly hey Boots and Bounty, but my mini Rexes are mostly show rabbits or pets that I sell. So if you're showing in the ARBA, you have to in their left ear put an identifying tattoo. And what you do is you turn the ear out, you clean it, and then you tattoo it. So I have my tattoo kit over here. I have my tattoo gun, my numbing agent, my ink, a trial pen. That way I can like put it in. And then I have like my needles, my well, and my isopropyl. So you have to tattoo like all of your rabbits to get into a show. And fun fact, none of your rabbits can have the same ear tattoo if you're going to enter them at the show at the same time. So, hi Casey. Oh, Sadie is running behind the computer. We can't have that. So yeah. Thank y'all for like stopping by and showing up. I'm like super excited. It's like my first time like live streaming all on my own, and well, I can't say all on my own because Sydney's being Sydney in the background. So she had costume day at school, and she was like super excited about it. Hey Faith, or Food by Faith. But yeah, thank you Boots and Bounty. See, we have a lot of people. Well, it's a lot for me. There's 6, but like that's a good amount of people. That's like that used to be like my speech class in college, and I did not enjoy speech class talking in front of people. So maybe it helps that I don't actually see y'all and I'm not like scared out of my wits. So what are y'all working on tonight? Do y'all have any like crafts? Pew pew pew. Don't start that. If y'all aren't watching Ormsby Farms, y'all need to go check him out. I love Ormsby Farms. Casey is hilarious. Oh my gosh. So he has this thing every like Friday or so where they do like YouTube shout outs. Pew 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 pew. And yeah, every time I see it or I hear it, it's just in Casey's voice. I love it. It's great. Boots and Bounty said that they're working on supper and they will be sewing later. Which, what are y'all having for supper tonight? I'm super curious. And sewing, love sewing. Ah, uh, thank you, Casey. I really appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, I'm super, super excited. And yes, buddy.
Can we go potty?
Yeah, go potty. But yeah, I'm super excited to have y'all here. And I'm gonna start working on my project as well while I'm chit chatting with you. And I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm looking at all of my junior does, and I'm looking at them to see if they are going to be show prospects or if I'm just going to use them for breeding. Broccoli soup and stew. That sounds really a split family. Some people don't like broccoli soup. That's okay. It's delicious. Hi, Good Life here. They said they're attending to the goats today. I have a goat. He is a jerk. How many goats do you have? I love goats. Goats are precious and heathens, and they get into all kinds of trouble. I love it. But yeah, so I am going to start with Sadie, and what I'm looking at with my show prospects is if you watch my video yesterday about my show rabbits, I set them up. I see whether they have the correct positioning of their hip, if they have the correct depth, and if they have ugly long ears. So I look at that and I make sure that's all good, and then I make sure. I'll tell you what, Harvey, I saw you on another live stream. If you can find my OnlyFans, but you get $1 million, but you got to quit posting and you got to go away. Thanks. But anyway, we're going to block, report, harassment and bullying. This is harassing me, report. All right. Okay, thank you, YouTube. So anyway, remove. This is why everybody has mods. I need to get mods. I might steal some of you someday for mods. But if y'all were on what was it? The Leanne show a week ago. He was on there too, and it was so much fun. Anyway, 6 goats. I cannot imagine having 6 goats. My one goat is a pain in my butt. Having 6. And are those mini Nigerians or those like full-size Nigerians? You can place it where it is only subscribers. I will definitely have to do that, Food by Faith. I just definitely, to be honest, I was talking to Casey yesterday, and I'm like, how long did it take you to be approved for lives? Because I've been trying to get this done for a couple of days, and like I am terrified that yes, I was terrified that it wasn't going to come in and allow me to go live. Like I was going to go get a Discord server and something, link it into here, and be like, guys, follow the link. But thankfully, YouTube came through this morning. I checked it before work, and we are good to go. Yes, Boots and Bounty. We'll have to make them subscribe. I'm not sure if Harvey Price actually subscribes to people or if he just likes to cause trouble. But make them subscribe. They'll have to come in and join us. It'll be glorious. Oh, that was an interesting live stream last week. Yes, we need to have Harvey come live with us. We need to have him come live and ask what his obsessions with OnlyFans and feet are, because that was an interesting conversation. No, he's doing really well right now, Boots and Bounty. He's calmed down a little bit, but that's all right. We like people who like come in and say hello and talk to everyone, because we're welcoming here. As long as you're not being a turd buncher, you can come in and have a little fun and talk to people. But yeah, Anyways, so like I was saying with my bunnies, after I check their conformation and make sure their body type is correct, I look at their coloring. So I'm really excited about Sadie because she has an adorable face. She has short little ears that are in proportion to her body, and she has an okay castor color. But Harvey Price, you became a name in the community. He really has. He keeps showing up to all of our lives. But after I check like conformation and everything for that, I also look at color. So I actually have 4 more babies over in the corner. I say babies lightly. These guys are like 4 months old. Um, so when I say babies, I'm saying that with a grain of salt. In 2 months they'll be breeding. So when I look at color, I'll give you an example of a bunny who has like excellent conformation, but like color wise, I will never show her just because I don't want to get geeked points. Her name is Choco. All right. So this is Choco. She is a broken chocolate, and she's just a gorgeous. Oh, Thor. She is a broken chocolate, and she is just a gorgeous little baby. But I will never show her because she isn't balanced in the face, right? So if you look at her face, you see how one side of her face has brown and the other has white. This is a nose marking. And although it's not a disqualification in mini Rex for broken colors, it is a what breed of dog is this? Thor. Oh, I'll put Thor on. Yes, Thor is amazing. Come here, baby. Come here. Stop harassing things. This is Thor. Thor is a Swedish bullhound. Thank you, The Good Life here. Thank you so much. I would say I couldn't do this without all of y'all and subscribing, and I'm so very grateful for the community we have here. But yeah, Thor's a Swedish bullhound. Danny got him for me, and he fits really nice into the family. He has figured out how to. He can't jump up onto our bed because it's too high, but he has figured out how to like climb up the mattress to get into the bed. It's kind of interesting. I don't know what this little dog thinks he is. He thinks he's like a giant dog. It's hilarious. I was moving one of our hutches out of the horse pasture and in by the barn. And in order to do that, I had to let the horses out, right? And this little, he's only like 15, 20 pounds, went after my 1,200-pound mare. Like, I'm going to get the horse. Like, my guy, you're like this big compared to her. It's like, why are you chasing the horse? Oh, Black Tropical Homestead also has a Thor. He's a 12-month-old, 110-pound Rottweiler. He's a mama's boy. Oh, that is so cute. I love Rotties. Rotties are adorable. Maybe sometime Thor and Thor can meet each other. I'm not sure if your dog likes little dogs or if they are scared of little dogs. I've seen a lot of larger dogs for some reason they are, but I think it would be meta if Thor and Thor would meet each other. Not eat each other. That would be bad. Yes. Harvey, you are part of the community, my man. We love having you here and everyone knows you. We love it. But yeah, so when it comes to like the bun buns, I've been visiting the crochet community a lot, micro, but they love me. Great. Visit the crochet community, visit the quilting community. Go see everyone. It is amazing some of the people that you meet and some of the things you learn. I have one person that I watch called the Midnight Quilting Show. And she is hilarious. She does quilts and everything. And she also is a certified wine mom. So we're up for wine moms here. Let's see. He's so sweet. He loves our chickens too. Nala is not too friendly. I am so glad that your dogs get along well with the chickens. My two, as long as they're under supervision, don't do too bad around our chickens. But my husky likes to eat the chickens, which I can't blame her. I also like to eat our meat chickens. don't like the idea of her getting after them before we have a chance to, actually process them. Preppers too. Yes, Boots and Bounty preppers. Some of like I have to put my hat down to preppers. Some of the stuff they come up with and some of the things that they do is outstanding, especially the ones that do couponing. Have you ever seen those ones where the old TLC show for couponers, where they like will get $1,000 worth of stuff, and either they only owe a couple of dollars or the store has to pay them for everything they bought? That is mind blowing. I had a friend growing up, her mom did that. And she would take all of the extra non perishables and she would sell it for a discount price on Facebook. So the store would pay her money for taking all of the stuff. And then she would sell like a thing of shampoo for $1 or $2 and she'd get a profit off of it. It is amazing. Yes, micro farmer. You have made it on YouTube if Harvey Price shows up. Yes, I love it. Ugh. I love it, love it, love it. But yeah, what else are y'all working on? We have pumpkins, we have sewing. I saw something about crocheting. What else do y'all do? Also, while we're in here, I know I had one vote on like weekly book club where we go in and we get a book from someone in the community that has published it. So, for instance, for an example, I watched somebody who they have what is it? They just they published a book a couple of years ago about raising rabbits in a meat colony, and they have it in an ebook. So, like, I thought maybe all of us could like get together and we could like read homesteading books together and learn together. Free handily made. How do you pronounce the AU sound? Thank you so much. I absolutely thank you for coming here. So grateful that you're here. I do want to know how to pronounce your name though, so that I am not constantly mispronouncing it. I'm dyslexic, so I already have issues pronouncing things. So if I ever say anyone's name incorrectly, please correct me, because otherwise I'm going to keep doing it and I will feel horrible. Making butter. Do you make butter by like putting it in a jar and like shaking the milk? That's how we were taught to do it growing up. What do I not do? Boots and Bounty. I feel that I have a million projects going at once. I'm never done with anything. Let's see. You don't, it's just an AU. It stands for Autistics Unite. You can tell me Nisi. You can call me Nisi. All right, I will call you Nisi. Thank you so much for correcting me and making sure that I can, pronounce everything correctly. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Cannabis butter. Oh, okay. How do you make that? I honestly don't know. And do you have like a video on it or something? Because that'd be like super interesting. I hail in the land of Colorado, where cannabis and weed is like a thing, which it's great. It's really great from a standpoint of they tax it, I think, the same as alcohol. And yeah, it's cool. But I really want to know how you make it, because I think that would be like really cool. The only thing YouTube has a ton of videos. I'll definitely have to check that out, just because I don't know if y'all do this or not. I go down the rabbit hole. So I'll find something like super interesting, and then 20 videos later, it's like I know everything there is to know. Not quite literally, but like from a standpoint of it's like, random knowledge I don't ever need, but now I know. I don't know if Jeopardy is still running, but I feel like I could do pretty well at Jeopardy for all the random knowledge I know. If y'all have ever been to like Buffalo Wild Wings, where they have like the little questions, I'm great at those, especially the history ones. I have random, useless history knowledge, and it's not even like interesting history knowledge. It's weird history knowledge. Yeah, trivia. Yes, Boots and Bounty. That's what it's called. I love trivia. And the best thing about trivia is even if you're bad at trivia, right? The more you play it, the more you get better at it, just because you start like compacting like these random facts. It's glorious. Sweetheart, they don't want to play peekaboo. But yes, random facts, amazing, glorious, love it, love it, love it. But yeah, all right, let's grab one of these babies. I have my little white cat is sitting around the corner of the basket I have the bunnies in. One day, so the bunnies I have here are my bottle babies. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that we had a mama rabbit pass away, and we ended up with 8 bottle babies, and 8, 7, 5, 6, 7 bottle babies because Kristoff and Olaf are still in the barn. We ended up with 7 bottle babies, and while I was bottle feeding one day, I freaked out because we only had 6 bottle babies, and no, it's 8 because Gigi's downstairs. One of our bottle babies was missing, right? So we're freaking out trying to find this bottle baby. My cat had it in this room and was just kind of staring at it like, "What are you?" He's fine. He's actually the bunny my little one Sydney has reserved as her private pet. His name was Lyle, and I made a whole big joke about it. But now his name is no longer Gigi either. It's Peppers. She renamed him. I'm not sure how many times she's going to rename him, but she's going to rename him. Just like she renamed Moo. Moo is now Penguin, which I'm going to grab Moo right now. So.
Penguin?
Yes, I'm going to grab Penguin. So, this little lovely, who is a little Spitfire. Give me a little Spitfire. This is Penguin. And she is actually, is this your first live or just your first 100 subs live? So this is my first live alone. My first live ever, I was with Black's Tropical Homestead, and they were so wonderful to invite me. But this is my personal by myself live, and I am terrified. Hi. But yeah, this is my first live stream, and it is also a celebration of 100 subscribers who so graciously started, subscribing and following me. So, yay! Here we are. You get to see me unedited. Y'all get to see the edited side of me where I am pristine. I am mostly cut to the point. I try to cut the random blatherings out because I'm a talker, and I also I have really bad ADHD, so it's just I'm all over the place. I forget what I'm talking about. I go left, I go right. We're just gonna follow the dopamine train. It's gonna be glorious. So now you get to see me in my chitter chattery nonsense. How many people in this live not lurking? It looks like we have 7 people live according to my little screen up here, and I'm just glad anyone showed up, to be honest. I was super excited. Poor Danny. I told Danny, I'm like, a couple days ago, I'm like, yeah, I'm going live Thursday, and he's like, oh, you're going live again? I'm like, yeah, this time on my own channel by myself. That's gonna be a disaster, but it's gonna be glorious and fun. Hi, Boots. Yeah, that's how I feel, Boots, about it. Like, oh. There's a thumbnail for you, just me sitting in the background with my bunny. But yes, so Penguin here is actually, I have 2 for sure I'm showing in this in January. I have maybe one with I gotta look her over, but Penguin is the one I'm super excited about, even though she's flighty. I still need to work on her handleability because she's very flighty. She did not get her mother's personality traits, unfortunately. She got her father's personality traits. I love Coco dearly. He's an amazing buck, but he is not quite as handleable as Sally was. Sally was my blue-eyed white. She was super sweet, easy to hold, easy to handle, and this little jerk needs a little more work because she's not her mother, which is fine. But this is the bunny. that I'm super excited about showing. As you can see, for the most part, she has the 2 nose markings. They're mostly balanced. She does have this little like marking right here that's a little high, but it's not going to be points off. It's not going to be a disqualification. What I am worried about are her ears down here at the bottom. See how there's white coming up her ears? Some judges are picky, and that will be points off if the judges are picky enough, but it's not so much to where some judges might be a little more lenient. See, there's another white mark here. And to be honest, what I think it is I think it's a Vienna marking. How many rabbits do I have? Let's see, I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I currently have 14. Here in a month, I'll probably close to double that number because I'm breeding 2 more does. I am breeding a round of meat does, and then I am breeding a round of shows because I have a mini Rex female that I don't like her. She's long. She's a weak shoulder, and she has a very ugly head and ears, right? I'm going to breed her to our meat rabbit to see what he throws, and then I'm just going to call everything out just to get some use out of her because I was hoping she'd fill out a little better. But I'm going to breed, if you watch my video, Blue, I'm going to breed Blue to Brutal. That's meat rabbits, Harvey. We got to eat. And while they're alive, they're treated very well. They get a bunch of space to run around in. They get pellets, they get hay, they get lovings, but overall, they're just like any other livestock animal. And although we do sell some to 4-H kids and we do sell some as pets to recompensate ourselves for feed, in the end, they're no different from a cow or a goat or a chicken. And you have to treat them humanely. You have to treat them good, give them the best life that they can. And when the end comes up, you do it as quick and as painless as possible because in the end, it's all about feeding your family. And yeah, it's brutal, but so are human beings. We're not, we're omnivores, unless by choice you're vegan or a vegetarian, which is a completely valid stance. If you eat meat, your meat comes from somewhere. And a lot of times they come from cute little animals. Only the strong survive. You are very right. And that is one thing I need to be more diligent about in my herds is I may have too many does. I have 10 does right now. And I might have too many because I'm like, oh, this doe would be a great breeder for XYZ. This doe would be a great breeder for XYZ. Actually, I have more than 10. 2, 4. Yeah, I have about 10. That's all right, Casey. Be safe. Totally understand the in and out. Listen if you want or pay attention driving, whatever you need to do. But yeah, so with Penguin, I'm super excited. She has a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern off of her back end, very balanced on both sides. So she has this spotting through here, which almost matches identically through here. She has a very balanced look. She does have a little extra coloring here, it's neither here nor there. And I'm super excited about her because she's gonna be a great show rabbit. She has a nice, strong shoulder, and her high point's a little too far forward. It needs to be a little closer to her hip. But other than that, she has a nice roundness. She doesn't have any pinching. And I'm super happy with this doe as a show doe. So I definitely need to get her tattooed and get working on her on the show table because if you saw earlier, she is definitely flighty, and I really don't want her freaking out for a judge because if she freaks out too much for a judge, then I really don't want to be disqualified. So as you can see, after you handle her for a while, she calms down a really good bit, and she is really nice to have. So in case y'all were wondering, she is a broken color. She is black and white, and she is out of Coco and Sally, if you've watched my channel. How long does she have to win in a show before she ends up being in the pot? So normally if I have a doe that continues producing, she'll stay alive and she'll stay on the farm as long as she is producing good kits. If she services us for long enough, I'll sell her as a pet. You know, she done us good service. She can make someone really happy. Rabbits can live 8 to 10 years. So if she's still being useful, I'll keep her. If she's not, I'll try to sell her as a pet, and hopefully she won't have to end up in the pot, you know? Fair trade on my end. If she wants to end up, you know, as some little kids like Cuddle Buddy, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly valid. Another thing I might do is here in a year or so after she's a proven doe with titling, I'll sell her to a 4-H kid who's looking at bettering their herd. Maybe they need a new doe or a new bloodline. Micro farmer. Are these shows local? Some are, some aren't. The one I am looking at in January is a 4-hour drive. It's still here in Colorado. It's up by Loveland, I do believe. So they are really close. Hi, Cindy Squirrel Off Grid. Thank you for joining us today. But yeah, they are local for the most part. I have a couple of shows I'd really like to show on the East Coast, if no other reason than to go see some friends that I have over there. I have a friend in Tennessee that I miss dearly that I would love to go see. I have show people that I know growing up that are still in Ohio, or they're in Indiana or over there. And there are a lot more shows over on the East Coast than the West Coast. So like right now they're still showing up on the East Coast through the rest of the year. Over here on the West Coast, unless I want to go to California or Texas, they're done showing for the year, which is perfectly fine. That gives us time to get these guys grown out to senior doe status. We have a scab. Did you get caught on something? But yeah, so this is one show prospect I'm super excited for. She's probably my top doe right now when it comes to what I want to take. Another doe that I'm super excited about, but I'm not going to be sure. We'll see if we can see her. She's completely black because she's like the same color as my shirt. I'll try to see if we can see her. Her name is Solstice. Penguin. It's okay, Baba. Now, Solstice is more like her mom from a standpoint of she's a lot more calm instead of her dad. Come here, Solstice. Now, Solstice is one I'm super excited about, but I'm not sure if I can show her. Yes. I will laugh. No, micro farmer. That's horrible. Anyway, so I don't know if you can, yeah, she is the same color as my shirt. Okay. This is one, even if I don't show, I'm super excited for. This is Solstice. She is just a pure black, beautiful bunny. The problem is, yeah. Okay, I won't be showing her. The reason is she's Vienna marked. And basically what that means is she is a carrier for the blue-eyed white gene, like her mother. Where her mother is actually a blue-eyed white, she has the recessive qualities of it. So she doesn't have the blue eyes and the white fur, but she could throw kits that have that. Or she can throw more Vienna carriers. So there was one spot that I might have been able to get away with in a show. Right here, she has the tiniest little white marking. I don't even know if it'll show up on camera. Yeah, it's not even going to show up. But if you flip her... Thank you, Solstice. We're going to flip. I know. See if I can get her on camera showing her feet. She's not going to let me. So on her feet, she has... because you ugly doesn't mean you go to the pot. Glad humans don't have that rule. I would have been eaten by now. Yeah. Oh, micro farmer, that is glorious. I love that. Yes, I feel that in my bones. No, just because a rabbit's ugly doesn't mean it ends up just in the stew pot. It just means I don't take them to show. Food by Faith, you are the rabbit genius. No. If you want a rabbit genius, Teal Stone Homestead. There are the Rabbitry Center is another one. They are out the wazoo facts and knowledge. I just have random little knowledge points in my head. So I definitely I appreciate that, but I still have a lot to work on. Let's see. Boots and Bounty, rabbits' lives only matter if they feed me. Just kidding. I don't eat rabbit. They're too cute. I totally get that. That's why a lot of people don't have rabbits. It is difficult to separate out the idea of these are food, not cute, fuzzy little things. I will have that problem if I need to cull any of the females I currently have at my feet. And that is just because I bottle raised them, and they are like having like my own little babies. And it'll probably be one of those things. If I ever do need to call any of them out, I will probably have to call Danny in for it because I raise them by hand. Any other of my rabbits that I don't raise by hand, there's not that connection, so I don't have that problem. But yeah, so it's one of those things where you disassociate yourself from the idea that they're cute and fluffy. It also, another thing that we have, the reason why I have Rex rabbits, right? Other than, so I have two kinds of Rex. I have mini Rex and I have standard Rex. Standard Rex are big. They get up to 10 pounds. Mini Rex only get 3 to 4 pounds. That's why they make great pets. They're small. I have a sleeping bunny in my lap. So the reason why I raise Rex is not only because they're great for producing meat for their size. They also have this like luxurious, amazing coat. It's so soft, and that's because their guard hairs are the same length as their undercoat. So their fur length is all the same size. So they get this really soft coat. So another thing that we're doing is I am preserving all of these furs. So, I don't know. I've looked at either selling them at like farmers markets, or I've thought about opening up an Etsy store. The other option is I really want to make a rabbit fur blanket for my bed because I think that would just be glorious. We get winters like super quick here, and they get pretty cold and covered in snow. So I would love to have a rabbit fur blanket for my bed. I couldn't kill something I've named. They have to live outside with minimal interaction. Oh my gosh. No, I completely agree with you, Harvey. From a standpoint of when I first started naming things, it was in a joking matter of this thing name is Chicken Nugget or Nuggy. Or we name pigs. I think my sister Nicole, when she raised her pigs, I can't remember if she, Nikki, if you're still on, can you put what names you had that were food related for your pigs? I know one of them was named like Marshmallow, but yes, no, I totally agree. There are some times when I have animals where I've named them, I've interacted with them, and it's hard. It hurts like right here, just from a standpoint of like, you take, yes, Nicole said that one of her pigs was named Marshmallow. Didn't you have another one that was named something else that was like food related, or did we just joke about it the first year you had pigs? Boots and Bounty, I have friends that raise New Zealand's, but I'm like, why the trouble? I eat too much meat for all that work and getting so little. We hunt deer. Yeah, man. So totally valid point. It depends on your meat rabbits. If I am in a heavy breeding season, I can get us 2 to 3 rabbits a day if I wanted to feed us and then the husky. But you are right that sometimes it is easier to go for butchering one animal, a large animal like a deer. I like that I can have one meal in one animal and I can butcher as I go. So you know how some people like keep a freezer full of meat and it's good to go? If you don't have a deep freeze, bunnies are a great option because you can just cull them out and eat them as you go without taking up all of that space. And they also breed super quick, and that makes them like more preferable to like chickens. Also, you don't have to pluck a bunny. You can just pull their fur off. Like in one slick motion. It takes like 2 seconds to pull off a rabbit fur compared to like plucking a chicken, unless you have that cool thing that Black's Tropical Homestead has. They're like a chicken washer, and they like thud the chicken around, and it like strips the chicken naked in like less than a minute. I want one of those. They are so cool. I'm at 2x, please. Looking for a rabbit coat or vest. Yes. If you saw, I tried. Dinner's gonna be ready soon. If you've ever seen me making, if you want to snap their cookies and butter, your rainbow cookies. For sure. But yeah, so if you've ever seen any of the clothing that I have ever made, you would not ask for a vest or a jacket from me. It was horrible. I'm still working at making clothes. I quilt. That's about the only thing I'm good at when it comes to sewing. Making costumes or like any of that other stuff, horrible. I'm horrible at it. My friend had a fur blanket. She thought it was a cat, so she would hold it for a few minutes and would put it down. So hi, yes. It is my cat. It is a lovely cat. That would be something I would do in my old age, is go completely senile and think that my blanket is actually a pet. I would definitely, I could see myself doing that. There you go, baby. Go back with your sisters. Nicole, we joked about Wilbur being called Bacon. That's what it was. Wilbur was nicknamed Bacon. Yes, I completely remember that. That first year was interesting. You look pimp in a fur coat, microphone. You know what? That would be something, like if you want to like show off to some of your friends and like zhuzh up, like a fur coat would be like perfect for that. Let's see. Yes, Boots and Bounty, the machine, the pluckers, those are amazing. I definitely think that I need to get one of those. I just got to convince Danny. Danny and I actually had a conversation, and he was like, hey, no more chickens. And it's like, you know what? I'm fine with that. We'll just keep, after this round of meat chickens and meat birds, we'll just keep our rooster asshole, and we'll keep our girls, and we'll take a break on meat birds, because I am not looking forward to plucking all. We have like 45 or 46 right now of meat birds. It's a lot of meat birds. I'm not looking forward to plucking them by hand. Let's see. I can only speak for myself, and oh my goodness, OnlyFans with rabbit underwear. That would be interesting. But the question is, would you put the fur on the outside or the inside? I feel like you couldn't win with rabbit fur underwear. I feel like that would be very uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable. Let's see. We would try to cover her with it so she would snuggle for a few minutes, then she'd go and get yes, an eminent blanket. Please get into your bed. You know, I can't really say anything though, because like my cats, there have been times when I'm like making my bed or whatever, and they'll get like under the blanket, and they have just turned into the blanket. If y'all don't know, I have 4 cats. We are full of crazy cat people here. When Danny and I got into a relationship, we each had 2, and now we are a blended family of 4 cats. They range in age. Sandy's 13 or 14. Danny, if you're in the chat, you need to tell me how old Sandy is, and then I need to add a year to it, because you always down age her. She's like 13, 14, something like that. She's an old girl. She's a very old girl. And then our youngest booger butt, my little white cat, she ran out. She is, let's see, Sydney's 4, 3. She's 2. She's 2 now. So we have a lot of cats. I want to get another cat, but at the same time, I don't want to get another cat. For one, Danny said no more cats, and I need to respect that boundary because we do have too many cats. But I kind of want another cat because kittens are adorable. And what is one more? 5 cats compared to 4? Especially if I get another tabby cat, right? Because Sandy and Sheldon are both tabby cats. So if I just name it Sheldon Jr. and it looks exactly like Sheldon, It'd be interesting to see how long Danny would take to identify it as a new cat. It might be an interesting science experiment. A very interesting science experiment. I don't think Danny's in the chat, otherwise he would have yelled at me for this by now. He would have been very upset and been like, no more cats! Which yeah. Let's see. Yeah, don't want to sweat out the rabbit underwear. No, that would be bad. I don't know if y'all have ever had like fur objects. Washing them is a pain. You can either dry clean them or you can wash them, but there's a certain way you have to wash them so that they don't so what happens is if you get the leather wet again, it's a whole thing. It can damage the leather, it can damage the fur, depending on what you're using it, especially after it's cured. And it also has to do with if you're making leather, are you brain tanning? Are you egg tanning? Are you alum and salt tanning? Depending on what you're tanning with, it can actually have an adverse effect to the fur and have issues. In my past experience, I have used alum and salt, and I have also used eggs. I like the finish of alum and salt better, but it's more expensive than just doing an egg tanning. I like anti-egg tanning because I have readily available stuff. But there is some issues with it. It does take a little longer. The difference between the two is you have a drying with the egg tanning, and then you have a pickle of sorts with the alum and salt. And as we right now I only have one rabbit fur in the freezer. When I get 10 to 12 rabbit furs, I am going to do a video on how to tan hides. And I'm hem-hawing back and forth on if I want to pickle or if I want to do egg tanning. Egg tanning is very similar to brain tanning. It's just if you don't have the brains of the animal like actively there, it's easier to skin an egg. It's still the same idea. It's you put fats onto a stretched out dry-ish skin and you let it like dry out. It's like a conditioner for the leather before you break it. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I got to set up a stretching board. Like I said, I do have a little more time though. I'm thinking about it. When it comes to calling out rabbits, unless something surprises me and something happens where I need extra cage space, maybe we don't have a good mom, I probably won't be culling out rabbits till February timeframe. Maybe she can show me at a show. I don't know about the tattoos and the ear thing. I hate needles. I hate shot needles, but I have 4 tattoos, so I don't mind like tattooing needles. And I have to admit, my rabbits have it pretty easy. I use numbing spray. So once this is in the ear, I give it 2 to 3 minutes. They don't really actually feel anything. The most annoying thing is this thing. It just vibrates. So it's just the vibration in the ear that it kind of annoys them. Other than that, you just keep it clean and you put like a solution on it that's almost like a lotion to keep it moisturized so that it properly dries. But I'm definitely going to do a video on tattooing at some point just because I think it's something that people definitely don't really know about unless they're in the rabbit world and showing. But it is a great way. Like right now, I can tell them apart because I know them. But if I showed you my basket, I have 2 brown bunnies that look nearly identical that most people couldn't tell apart. And it doesn't help that their names are Sadie and Sammy. The only way to tell them apart is Sammy is larger and has some ugly ears, and Sadie is smaller and has cute little petite ears. So that's the only way to really tell them apart. Also, Sadie's a little clingier. She likes to cuddle. Sammy's more of like a free spirit. I'm going to do what I want. But if you don't know these animals and you aren't used to like having them around, it's definitely hard to tell them apart. So tattooing is extremely important, especially if you have a very large rabbit tree or if you have like true meat rabbits that only have like 1 or 2 colors. So for instance, if you are If you are breeding like Californians or New Zealand whites that all look the same, you probably want a tattoo just to keep them separated. Micro Farmer, Itty Bitty Homestead Committee, helping you get your watch hours in, and Harvey's here to help any way we can. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. We love getting the watch hours up. I was talking to Casey over at Ormsby Farm. It's like to get, what is it? To actually start getting funding in from YouTube, you have to have like 4,000 watch hours in a year. That is a lot of watch hours. That is like so many watch hours. Like right now in a month, I'm getting about 18 watch hours, which totally cool. Like I'm perfectly fine with that. But like to think, yes, 4,000. Thank you, Micro Farmer, for verifying that. I'm glad my number skills are still in my brain. But that is an insane amount of hours. Like insane. Like it's easy to do like live streams like this if people are like coming in and talking to you and they're staying for the whole thing. It definitely helps. But if you have like if you're just doing straight up shorts, right? So you're doing like 30-second to 1 minute videos. Can you imagine how many videos you would have to post and people would have to watch to like get it going? And like I do TikTok, right? And when I had my first video go viral, I had 150K likes. And off of that, the video was only 30 seconds long. Off of all of those views, I only got like 30 hours of watch time. It was insane. Harvey says the watch hours fly up when you get a few subs. Getting subs can be a lot harder. No, definitely. YouTube is a lot harder to get subs and followers. Over on TikTok, I have about 1,000 followers. Over on my Instagram, we're almost to 1,200. So it's a lot easier to like get that going in watch hours over there compared to over here. Yes, Nikki, if you want to watch the videos over and over again, you go for it. I suggest putting me on mute because I think I'm annoying at times. But I will definitely, if you want, I will shout you out at the end of every video, or I will like sprinkle it in so you can play like Where's Waldo. Micro Farmer says, not really stay doing an hour and getting someone that others will come over to see, like me, and Harvey will bring the other people. You can just play low. There you go. That's actually what I do is when I work from home, I have like homestead channels like playing in the background, and I'm just like absently listening into it and just watching like certain videos over and over and over just because it's like I need the knowledge. So it's definitely like that definitely helps. And if you go into your dashboard, I like watching the little purple and blue lines go up and down of new watchers compared to return watchers, and it's just all over the place. If you mute it, doesn't count. Really? Interesting. I did not know that. I might need to actually read through. Black's Tropical Homestead said, I just turned my volume down. I'll let you know. Thank you. I appreciate that. I actually, there are YouTube channels I will play in the background as I'm sleeping because I find their voice to be like totally like soothing. And it's just, I don't know, it calms me. If you're looking for a specific go to sleep channel to like listen to, there's this guy called the French Whisper. He's like an ASMR channel, and he does like history. He does like ancient like myths and mythology. He has a really great video on like Celtic mythology, Greek mythology, Roman mythology. It's glorious. He has like a 3-episode long, and each episode is like nearly 2 hours on Napoleon and the French Revolution. Oh, it's amazing. Please don't say Homestead Aquarius. No, I don't. Should I watch them like ASMR wise? No. I listen to like another one I listen to. And if Janelle is watching, she'll know this one. Tati Westbrook. She's like a makeup guru. I watch her. She has a really nice soothing voice I like to listen to. I see him in chats. If I've watched his videos, It hasn't been very many, and I need to go check him out to see. But I know who he is, just not necessarily watched his videos. I'll definitely have to check him out though. Black's Tropical Homestead said, I listen to David Hunt. He plays piano for like 24-hour streams. I overslept this morning because of his channel. Ooh, is it like classical piano playing? Because that's what I used to listen to when I was working on my degree. Is when I was like typing papers, I would just have classical music on a loop because like I didn't actually listen to it, and I would just it was clutch. It was nice. I liked listening to classical music, doing homework. But for like for sleeping, I have to actually have like words and stuff actually talking. Otherwise, I start to like overthink. Um, what your time now? 40 minutes or 50 in this chat? I don't know. I can definitely like pull up my YouTube studio. Let's see here. If I jump over to analytics, my real-time views are up. From this 100 subscriber live, I have 21 views, which that's a lot of people. That's like a lot of people. And my watch time hours haven't updated yet. I'm still at 18.5. I'll probably check out tomorrow to see what we're at. Which I was only planning on being like live for an hour tonight. My eldest is watching the baby for a little pocket money, so I don't want to leave her too long because my tiny itty bitty baby, I love her dearly, but she's in that phase where she like pulls hair, or she'll whack your phone out of your hands, or her big thing is she likes to chew on everything right now. Nothing is off limits for chewing. Watch state only updates at midnight. I think that's probably a really good point, Harvey. The only thing I ever see like instantly come up are chats, like if somebody leaves a comment, views, and real-time views. Black's Tropical Homestead says it's calming, meditating music. Sometimes he plays different varieties, but it's always calming. I definitely would like, I'll definitely have to check him out. That does sound super interesting. Micro Farmer says you have 5 minutes left for this live. Yes, it has gone by so fast. Part of the other reason is that I'm trying to like cut it short. If I end it right at 6, right, or 6-ish, that gives me about half an hour of light left to make sure I can get the chickens in for the night. Right now I have a chicken who is hiding in my bunny barn. Her name is Smokey, and she is like sitting right up there. Earlier today I went in and Hawk was in there and scared the ever living bejesus out of me because all of a sudden I have a chicken like right here in a barn that's not supposed to have chickens. Terrifying. Thank you, Micro Farmer. I thank you so much. Black Tropical Home said, we almost have 100K views in 6 weeks, but a lot of those are shorts. Y'all like are amazing when it comes to like watching y'all's channel, how it has progressed in these past like 6 weeks is like algorithm gold. Like y'all hit it, and y'all are amazing. Plus, I love the chicken walking video. I'm going to keep saying it. Like walking your chicken on a leash. Like I've walked my goat on a leash, but a chicken, like that is outstanding. My rooster did not appreciate it. I tried. My rooster was very upset with ever being taken from his girls. I might have to try one of the hens. So yes, y'all have been amazing. Thank you for like, going back and forth in the chat and like staying here through this. If y'all aren't in the chat and y'all are still watching, because there are 2 others that I haven't really seen much of, but they're still there. I really appreciate it. I know Nikki's still listening. I really appreciate that, hon. When we were talking today, she's like, make sure you text me when you go live. And I also, Nikki, I need a picture of the pumpkin so I can put it in my next video so everyone can see your Fiona. We need to see it. Nikki is a very artsy fartsy person, and she's very good at the stuff she does. I don't understand it. Another person that's artsy fartsy is my oldest. She does amazing. I'll have to see if she'll let me take pictures of her art and put it up in my next video. Like she's doing a mural on my gym downstairs, and it's don't judge me, y'all. I'm gonna get this last little bit out, and then we'll say our goodbyes. But She's doing an entire mural. It's Black Butler, Naruto, Tokyo Ghoul, and Fairy Tale. And it is amazing the work she has done. So I might have to see if she'll let me post it. But yes, I was say, Nikki says she'll send the pumpkin. It'll be great. Yes, I want to. Do not send the pumpkin in the mail. Just a picture, Nikki, not literally. Yes, thank you, Harvey. I really appreciate it. We love multitasking here, getting stuff done. It's amazing. I'm not that artsy. I can barely draw a circle. I can do quilting. But anyway, y'all, yes, Harvey is on top of the game. Yes, and Micro Farmer, Black Tropical Homestead, Ormsby Farm, if you're still there, Nikki, everyone who has, been here, checked it out, even just to say hi for 5 minutes, 2 minutes, I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for 100 subscribers. The past few months have been great. I love this community. Y'all have been amazing. And, I am so, so, so excited, to have y'all here and to be in this community. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I'll talk it out with everyone if y'all want to do this, bi-weekly, monthly, see what we have feeling here. This was so much fun. I've loved it. And I just want to say, again, thank you so much for being here. So we're a little over. We're over by a minute. I think that's pretty good for my brain going zip, zip, zip. So I'm going to say my goodbyes here. I'll have another video posted on Sunday. Not sure if it's going to be a bunny video. Not sure if it's going to be a building video. I'm working on building nesting boxes that I'd love to show y'all, but we'll see. But again, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. And I will see y'all Sunday. Bye. Gotta hit the button. The button is important to hit. Bye, guys.